A Vancouver man who allegedly acted as a rogue, unlicensed notary, officiating documents for free men on the land and others in BC, is set to appear Friday in Supreme Court. The Society of Notaries Public of BC is alleging that Sino General is in contempt of civil court for continuing to act as an unlicensed notary. But General, also known as Hajista Henaway, says the notaries in the courts don't have the authority to tell him what to do.
They have statutes in Canadian law that say, well, you need to go to school and you need to have certain accreditation before you can do that kind of work. But the history of the notary is that it's just a public witness. It's somebody in the general public that's in good standing, that can take your paperwork and verify that you are who you are and that you're swearing before me that you're telling the truth.
So that's where you and...
I mean, I don't know what schooling you need to what kind, why would you need schooling just to do that? I mean, I'm not doing any like real estate or anything really in depth with law, right? Other than being a witness.
Tomorrow in Supreme Court, if the judge decides that you are in contempt of civil court, will you stop acting as a notary?
Well, that's the question I would ask him, if he believes he has the authority to tell sovereign nations what they can and can't do.
So, do you believe he has that authority?
No.
Why do you not believe that the BC Supreme Court has the authority to tell you what to do?
Why I don't believe they do? I don't believe they do because of our agreements that we made in the 1600s with the King and Queen. And if he's a representative of the King and Queen, like if he swore an oath to the Queen, then he would be under obligation to uphold any agreements that she has with her allies or any agreements that she has with any other nation. And if he doesn't believe that his job is part of upholding the Queen's agreements, then maybe he's a rogue judge. I'm not sure. I can't say for sure, but I think if he's going to do the honorable thing, it'd be to uphold his boss's wishes, right, or agreements that they've made that have been standing for like the last, what, 400 years?
General said he will represent himself in court, and he doesn't know which way the judge will decide.
He may go in their favor, but then that sort of creates that disrespect for the agreements that we made, right? And if he goes in my favor, then it sort of creates a case that everyone can start pointing to as the case for native law. It's going to be I think in my view, I think it's going to be like on that. It's going to teeter on that, and the only real decision a judge can make is just to quash it and throw it out. Because if he makes a decision, he's really going to be bringing the walls down on each side. Like there's no treaties, or that there is treaties and we have to honor them. Right? Either way, I kind of feel bad for the judge who has to sit before us.